Hey guys, how's it going? Scott here at the Furriers channel, coming at you with another video, which we will be unboxing an action figure today. We're doing back-to-back Shredder action. So I've been kind of taking a look at the cartoon collection of what NECA did with the Turtles. Kind of going back, looking at some prices, and I'm like, ooh, ouch, that hurts really bad. I got the Shredder on the Target website. It was shipped in sometime this week. It was like $34. So I got free shipping because I bought some underwear too. So between that and like $20 off and all that kind of stuff, I got a pretty good deal. No shipping. Still got to pay taxes. Anyways, looking at some of the prices at the toy department for some of the Turtles, the cartoon Turtle stuff, and I'm like, oh, some of those 2-packs are like $150, $200 for the Turtles and like Shredder. I think the Shredder, or I think it was Donatello and Krang 2-pack was like I swear it's like $120. I could be wrong on that. I know it was between 80 and 120, but I'm like, oh, I might be jumping into this a little bit late. I have been seeing a few I don't know if they're re-releases, but they're releasing the original Turtles, cartoon Turtles, with a few different little goodies in the boxes. I don't know exactly what came in the box in the first ones, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to see how this Shredder looks, and we'll kind of go from there. So today is a nice Saturday. I was thinking in my head, I was like, man, I'm so freaking tired when I got up. But today was kind of a good day. I woke up a little later than usual. I slept in. My wife had breakfast ready. Me and my son are kind of stuck at the house today because he's a little under the weather. He's getting a little better today. He was just saying something about he wanted to try to get in down here, but he's coughing and he still sounds like, whenever you had we had flu B. I think I said flu B. Was it flu B? Yeah, he said it's flu B. I was like, what is that? And my wife's like, I don't know, it's a flu. I was like, oh, that's great. So I've been trying to squeeze extra grapefruit juice and lemons and oranges and drinking that in the morning. I haven't done that yet this morning, but I did have a nice thing of eggs, hash browns, biscuits, and all that kind of good stuff. That's kind of our routine on Saturdays a lot of the time. So, coffee, breakfast, sports. Today it was coffee, breakfast, and my son and I are staying. My wife went to go do sports. So I don't know what is y'all's usual routine on Saturday? Is it you sleep until as long as you can and then skip breakfast, or are you an early birder and just going at it? I'm usually pretty early bird. I usually get up at 5:30 or 6 on Saturdays and sneak downstairs and play a little video game action for about 30 or 45 minutes. And then typically one of the kids or my wife's up. And, at that point, you can't really play video games much because everyone's going to be like, what are you doing? And I want to enjoy the time that we have. So I'll turn it off, obviously, and start breakfast. And somewhat we don't all like sit at the table and eat, but that's kind of our routine on Saturdays most of the time, unless there's an early game that's like everybody's mad dash rushing, getting ready and all that kind of stuff. So, but anyways, just curious about what y'all's weekends are like. We are going into the NECA Shredder, which we have right here. And my wife saw this come in. She's like, I said I saw some of the turtle stuff at Target. Now you just had to buy it. I was like, well, there is might be some correlation there, but maybe you are a little true there. So we'll get this open here. I'm looking around. I got to find my knife. All right, so I got our knife here. We're going to have to move the coffee because I'm going to knock it over. One more sip. Cup of coffee in the big time, as some people say. I think my wife says that now in the morning too sometimes. And I think, who was that said that? Anybody know who said that? You can put it down below. I know who said it. All right, so let's see what it says on the back here. I'm starting to open it. It's a bunch of nonsense. I'm not going to read all that. But I was reading the top there, and it said we got Bebop, but I didn't see Rocksteady. So I don't know what's up with that. But anyways, it does keep going on back there. It's some cartoon nonsense, but I say nonsense. I still watch the cartoon. I pop it on. It's on Tubi right now. I think it's Tubi. Yeah, I think it's on Tubi and Paramount Plus. I think Paramount Plus has season 1 through 3. I've got the box set on DVD, of course, but we got some of the cartoon artwork on the front there, some stuff on the side. It says, start shredding the news. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Volume number 20. So, pretty cool. They even do the little NECA thing with like the old cartoon thing for whatever it was back in the day for the Turtles, I think. And it pops up before the cartoon comes on. I'll pop open the front here. And usual NECA stuff there. See right through the plastic and all that kind of good stuff. All right. And he's got a cloth cape. All right. Love them NECA boxes. All right. So we got our cloth cape here. And we got Shredder. We got a gun, a book, some money, disk drive, hard. What do you call those? Floppies? Hard floppies? I can't remember what they call them anymore. I haven't seen them in so long. And it almost looks like a picture of his mother. I don't know if that's true or not. But we'll see what we got back here. We got a bunch of these. All right, so we got that last one. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 twist ties. Did I get all of them? I think so. All right, so we're getting those Shredder out of there. And I don't know why here lately I've been like on a Turtles tangent thing kind of deal. Just even watching the Turtles and the movies and stuff. So I have to say, I don't know, I think I talked about it in the last unboxing we did. My fondness for the Turtles goes back, you know, to the cartoon that came out in the kind of the late 80s, I think it was, and then the movie came out in like 89 or 90. And pretty much ever since then, I've been pretty big Turtle fan. I remember getting the action figures back then. I was a little kind of like, why do they not look exactly like the cartoon? But, you know, there was a charm to those toys back then. I really did enjoy and loved all those. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this cape. Mine seems to be kind of jumbled up there on the side. I'm not sure if it's supposed to look that way. I think I put my glasses on. Now, a lot of the times, they're up here. Stupido. With NECA, we see a lot of like the single jointed pins, but with this is almost like, I mean, we're getting into double jointed territory. I mean, we got pinless on the arms and the legs, double jointed. Got an ab crunch, kind of a little stiff twist at the waist. I saw that in the box when I was looking at the legs and the arms. I was like, oh man, this is kind of fancy for, I mean, NECA is a little upscaled, a little fancy compared to like your Marvel Legends and stuff like that, in the sense of just the paint and the sculpt and everything, a lot of detail that goes into all of it. So just looking at this one though, very much so like straight out of the cartoon. This is my first cartoon NECA figure for the Turtles. I've always been a little interested in them, but it was just kind of like one of those rabbit holes. I was like, I don't know if I want to go down that or not. I think if I do, my plan is, I gotta catch my breath. That coffee's hitting me hard. My plan is to go with like Shredder and Krang, Bebop, Rocksteady, the Turtles, and Splinter, and then maybe April O'Neil. And that'll be kind of that might be it, unless there's stuff on sale or something. I don't want to get like a massive cartoon Turtle shelf, because I've seen there's quite a few. They've kind of gone all out at NECA with the cartoon Turtles with all the figures. So, but yeah, that is Shredder out of the box, though. I'm very pleased with it. It's definitely a pickup if you can get him at a good price. These cartoon Turtles, like the single box ones, I've noticed they don't stick around on the shelf. Like this Shredder, I haven't seen on the shelf at all. This one I saw on the Target, whatchamacallit. And like I said, I ordered it off there. See how he's going to stand there. It's kind of off camera down there. Then we go into all the goodies. We got two extra pairs of hands in here, and then one single hand. So I don't know what that one's supposed to do. Once we get them all out there, obviously we'll have pictures and stuff like that. We got a chef's hat. I don't remember what this book is for here. We got a book there. So, and that necklace. I remember the necklace from the movie. I don't remember what it did though. There were so many episodes. I think there's like, let me see here. How many? We'll look right here. Hopefully we won't knock anything over. Oh, here it goes. All right, here we go. This is the cartoon collection here. How many seasons was it? Holy snikes. It is all 10 seasons of the classic TV series, 193 episodes, and over 3 hours of special features. Now this is, I did have all those single release ones that you'd see at Walmart and stuff with like season 1, then season 2, 3, or was it season 1, 2, then season 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. But yeah, 10 seasons this thing went. I think some of the later seasons got a little shorter, and some of that middle seasons, you could really tell they were just really pulling stuff out of the sky. I know you've seen kind of mess ups in the artwork as you're watching the cartoon, but yeah, 10 seasons this sucker went. I'm telling you, Turtle Mania was crazy back in the day. Let's see if we can get that back in there right. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, and all of our goodies, like we were talking about, the hands, the extra heads, and stuff like that. We got our chef hat. We'll start with this one first. I kind of remember seeing him in the cartoon with the chef hat on. We'll see how that goes on there. It goes on pretty good. I don't know if we're going to be posing with that one really, though. Maybe if you want like kind of a silly look, I guess. And then we got the one without the mask that he has, and then the mind control thing on the head. I think it was. I can't remember what that was. Does anybody remember what that piece was on the head? The stuff looks familiar. I just don't remember what it exactly was. And then the gun. I don't know if this was like a mutation gun to change them back or something like that. I know there was an episode of that, and I think they destroyed the weapon. I don't remember if this was it. I could be wrong. And then what we got, a picture here. I don't know if it's their sensei or Shredder's mom. I can't really tell. I don't know if you can see that very well in the picture. It's so tiny. I don't know where we're going to put that one at. And then we have money. So, a little thing of money there. And like true fashion, 80s and 90s, hard floppy disk. I can't remember what we call these. I think they were floppies or something like that. There were actual floppy disks that were floppy back in the day, and then they came out with these hard disk ones that were hard plastic and then the little metal on the bottom. But anyways, we got one of those. Could have some serious information in the cartoons back then. Information and power were in these little discs and stuff like that. And then what we got here, what looks like a Channel 7 news book, I guess, maybe. I could be wrong on that. It looks like a 7 that's kind of backwards almost, or is it some kind of alien symbol? I don't know. But it looks like an instruction manual of something. And then we have the necklace, which was in an episode, I'm sure. And then all the hands. We got our grippy hands with his usual weapon of choice. You know what I'm talking about. And this one can hold any of these little bitty things here. And then the hands where it's just kind of so. But that's the goodies in there. We got a lot of good stuff. NECA's really good about that kind of stuff. And price wise with NECA and with the way the articulation is on these, I'm pretty impressed. I don't know. So, but yeah. So yeah, Shredder, definitely a pickup. I don't know. What do you guys think about those Shredhead? Is he a pickup for you or not? What do you think? Are you going to go down the rabbit hole of the cartoon collection? Are you a fan of the cartoon? I didn't get much feedback from anybody that last time on if this is for you, the cartoon, or you just the 90s movie guy and the kind of guy like me. And now look at us. So I did see, no, I didn't. They had a whole bunch of, I don't know why, I was just way off topic all of a sudden. I was at the toy department, and they had they didn't have any of the original 90s. They had like 2 or 3 of the box sets, the original releases for the Turtles 3, and that was kind of it. I was wanting to try to see what the prices was because I do want that Token Razor and the Turtles 2 movie stuff. So I almost got what I want out of all that, and then I'll be good. So I wonder if they're going to, did they do an April O'Neil from the third one or the second one? I don't know. I didn't see that. I just seen the April O'Neil from the first one. So, but yeah, that's it, guys. Tell me what you think. I hope you enjoyed this little quick unboxing of the Shredder. Just let me know what your thoughts are on the Shredder, on the cartoon, on the movies. What do you think? Are you a fan? So anyways, y'all have a good one. Later.